pilots engaged. Disengaging. Rockets. Quake. Shield active. Gold medal awarded.
Ready. Go.
Mines. Missile. Missile. Bomb. Rocket. Rockets. Mines. Rockets. Shield active. Gold medal awarded.
Ready. Go.
Autopilot engaged. Disengaging. Rockets. Rockets. Missiles. Shield active.
Oh my god!
Yo, thanks for the resub. Appreciate it. My fellow collector. Gentleman and scholar. Sweet.
Gold medal awarded.
I've just been playing a lot of this. Kind of cracked at this game.
Mines.
Just a really solid game.
Disruption point.
Oh boy.
Bomb. Missile. Mines.
Oh my goodness. Getting owned.
Shield active. Mines. Shield active.
Certainly, if you like racing games, you like this game.
Rockets.
Not even that
Gold
strained.
medal awarded.
Pretty like standard. It doesn't take any like big risks, you know. It just is what it is.
Ready. Go.
Oh, I haven't forgot about DKR.
Ready.
I'm good at DKR too.
Go.
But like I've told you before, I know I'll get into it.
Bomb.
Probably not the skips, because I fucking suck at out of bounds stuff.
Mines.
Like that shit just... I struggle with that stuff usually.
Shield active.
Just to do it like once. But no out of bounds?
Bomb.
That's how they do the categories, right? I was watching a streamer and he was pissed that his chat wouldn't let him say that like he'd beaten the game after WizPig won. Because it gives you the credits, even though it's the fake credits.
Rockets.
But like on speedrun.com there's no
Mines.
run for WizPig 1. Like any percent is getting the real credits.
Bomb.
But like in all fairness, like beating WizPig 1 is like an ending. Is it like it that is definitely an ending, like 100%. Why it's not its own category, I don't know. Like it's just the way it goes. Maybe there's a side category on DKR speedruns or something, I don't know. I have some IL times on DKR.
Rockets.
Fuck. Well, rest in peace, YouTube.
Missile.
Dropped an F-bomb. I'm gonna die.
Autopilot engaged.
Don't kill me, autopilot.
Plasma.
Oh my god. I missed that plasma. That plasma would have fucking ended my life.
Gold medal awarded.
Most people, I feel like I don't know, just like a basic level, most people enjoy racing games. Racing games are popular because they're simple and easy to understand. But I mean, like this is a good racing game if you're hardcore racing or just want to like just getting into it or never played a racing game. This game has it all. Boy. Sorry.
Shield active. Missile.
It does not have it all. Where are the achievements? Where are the multiple endings?
Disruption bomb.
Clan support. There might be clans on the online mode. Jesus Christ, that disruption. Bolt, snipe. Oh, I choked. It's over. JK. Rowling,
Missile.
my favorite author. Most inspirational.
Quake.
Role model.
Shield active. Shield active. Gold medal award.
Oh, me too. But to be fair, like, I played Diddy Kong Racing when I was a little kid, you know. We even had, like, the strategy guide. And when we, like, when we beat WizPig 1, got the credits, we're like, that's it. It's done. Credits. The end, question mark?
Shield
Yeah.
active.
It's asking, is it the end? And my answer is yes. It is definitely an ending.
Mines.
And then we realize there's another level. Like we actually had that experience of, holy shit, there's more.
Shield active. Rockets.
So to be fair, I thought WizPig 1 was the end of the game.
Disruption bolt.
When I was, whatever, 6. Yeah, little did I know it's a rareware thing. They like to bust your balls and give you fake credits.
Disengaging.
I just,
Autopilot engaged.
was innocent as a kid. I didn't know games could be so maniacal.
Disengaging.
I didn't play a ton of NES games. I played Super Nintendo and lots of hard games on there. Lots of good games, though, too. I grew up in the age of, like, fair games. So when a game just completely fucking bullshits you like that, it's like just like a kid's game. I mean, it's not like some bad ending, Japanese role-playing game sort of like thing. That's like, whatever. They got me. They got me.
Gold medal awarded.
Midnight Club 2, you had to put the cheats in, man. That was a game I remember just
Mines.
using the cheats.
Rockets. Shield active. Rockets.
So they give you an extra lap because this is
Rockets.
a higher engine class and going faster, more difficult. But really, the extra lap just gives me more time to catch up. It's like, oh, you're gonna hit me? Well, 2 more laps. Just gives me more time to gain.
Shield active. Rockets.
4 laps is okay. When it gets to 5, it becomes a problem just because that's just a lot of traveling. You take more damage. Die faster. This is certainly more accessible than F-Zero from like a difficulty standpoint. F-Zero is unforgiving as fuck. Like, F-Zero is like realistic. Oh, you fell off? Well, you're dead.
Gold medal awarded.
That's it. There's no Lakitu to save you. You lost your machine. Like, that's cool and all, but it's like, damn. Game wants you on pins and needles at all times. This I can kind of just, chill and play.
Mines.
No items in F-Zero either. It's just, like, just boosts. Using your shield boost and, like, lines. snaking and nonsense like that. But you get no help.
Quake.
Outrun the quake. No shield.
Rockets. Shield active.
Just makes you wonder. It's like, why can't Nintendo just make a new F-Zero that's just not as difficult? I feel like there's so many indie racing games, they just don't even want to, like, I don't know, maybe they're just being nice. So, like, Mario Kart 8 takes so much of that away. We don't want to make our own
Gold
machine
medal
racer and then take away from all these other games. These independent developers. I don't know. Do you really think Nintendo's that altruistic?
Ready. Go.
The Piss Piss.
Shield active.
Favorite console.
Mines. Rocket.
Fuck. Jesus. I got hit by that, kinda. Really?
Disruption bolt. Shield active. Missile. Rockets. Missile. Autopilot engaged. Disengaging. Shield active. Rockets. Rockets.
Oh my god. Whistling past the graveyard.
Gold Gold medal awarded.
Ready. Go.
Mines.
Come on.
Autopilot engaged. Disengaging. Disruption bolt. Bomb. Mines. Autopilot engaged. Disruption bolt. Disengaging.
Find my health. Jeez, I'm in second. Who are you? Oh, Quake. Wait. What? Safe. Hey.
Gold medal awarded.
Ready. Go.
Mines. Mines. Shield active. Mines. Mines. Disruption bolt.
Oh, okay. It's all good.
Autopilot engaged. Mines. Disengaging.
Really? Okay. Oh my god. Plenty of time left in the
Shield
parade.
active.
Nothing. 6.2, make that up.
Mines.
Damn it, if I could actually get my thrust. I feel like it just doesn't work in this machine for some reason. Probably just me.
Rockets.
It's just I feel like it's easier to do in other
Shield active.
cars.
Gold medal awarded.
Purist.
Ready. Go.
Shield active. Shield active. Autopilot engaged. Disengaging. Missile. Shield active. Gold medal awarded.
Ready.
Mines. Plasma. Fog. Disruption point. Shield active. Rockets. Plasma. Plasma. Quake. Shield active. Missile. Energy critical. Gold medal awarded.
Ready. Go.
Bomb. Bomb. Missile. Bomb. Plasma. Missile. Rockets. Shield active. Shield active. Bomb. Rockets. Bomb. Missile. Energy critical. Shield active. Rockets. Rockets. Missile.
was one.
Gold medal awarded.
Ready. Go.
Bomb. Missile. Shield active. Quake. Autopiloting missile. Disengaging. Gold medal awarded.
Ready. Go.
Mines. Mines. Shield active. Missile. Gold medal awarded.
10 seconds. Come on.
Shield active. Gold medal awarded.
Ready. Go.
Miles. Shield active. Missile. Autopilot engaged. Disengaging. Plasma. Autopilot engaged. Disengaging.
Ready. Go.
Miles. Shield active. Rockets. Autopilot engaged.
Ready. Go.
Missile. Mines. Rockets. Plasma. Rockets. Shield active. Missile. Gold medal awarded.
Ready. Go.
Bomb. Mines. Mines. Missile. Gold medal awarded.
Ready. Go.
Mines. Mines. Shield active. Autopilot engaged. Bomb. Disengaging. Shield active. Gold medal awarded.
Ready. Go.
Bomb. Missile. Mines. Autopilot engaged. Disengaging. Bomb. Autopilot engaged. Disengaging. Shield active. Autopilot engaged. Disengaging. Shield active. Plasma. Autopilot engaged. Disengaging. Shield active.
Ready. Go.
Mines. Disruption point. Missile. Shield active. Shield active. Missile. Shield active. Autopilot engaged.
Wow. It's easy.
Gold medal awarded.
Actually, I still need. It's kind of funny. There's so much to do in the DLC. It's like, oh, I didn't unlock the second circuit. I don't have those. I think I got beat. Do a zone to celebrate. 30 zones for the gold.
Ready. Go.
You're someone that tends to zone out. I got a game for you.
Zone 5.
next time I'm zoning out, I'll be like, oh, sorry, I was on zone like 20 there. Not bad.
Zone 10.
Oh, does it want me to? I'm not gonna. Rust boost. This might be.
Zone 15.
Fuck.
Zone 20. Zone 25.
Fudge sickle.
Energy critical.
No. That fucking. Damn it.
Silver medal awarded. Initiating Syncopia. Ready. Go. Zone 15.
Damn it. I'm still okay. Yeah, like, well, you get one. Stay with me, dude. You just, like,
Initiating syncopia.
fly off the handle there so easily. I'm never ready for it. You ever tried, like, not falling off?
Zone 5.
Like, where do I have to square up right now? It's just the whole track looks the same. Just like real life. Everywhere you go, looks the same.
Zone 10.
Eventually I'll memorize it, it's just takes me a while.
Zone 15.
Zone 15. Same exact spot. Great. Great job. Even like scraping up against the wall there is better than falling off. Just use the wall as a break.
Zone 20.
That honestly feels like the way to do it. If you just try to take it straight on, you're gonna die.
Zone 25.
Even then, my goodness. Purposely hitting the wall to slow down. Crazy.
Energy critical 30.
Fuck yes. Let's go. Got a blast.
Gold medal awarded.
What a rush. What a rush. What do I get for that? Zone team. So I get the zone car? I've never actually unlocked the zone car. I never bothered to get all the golds in the zone. That's it. There's only 4 stages. Thought maybe there would be an extra one. Like even the DLC doesn't have an extra. Yeah, that's it. But you tell me I can just play as the zone guys now? How good is this car? Holy shit. It's a glass cannon.
Ring. Go.
There ever was one, but it's fast. And it handles well.
Shield active. Bomb. Missile. Rocket.
That's cool.
Autopilot engaged. Disengaging.
That's what I figured you'd get.
Autopilot engaged.
I was gonna like guess what you'd unlock,
Disengaging.
but I had a feeling it was just gonna be like
Active.
that vehicle. I mean, what else would it be?
Mines.
Problem is, this thing is so fragile. Already dead. This is like the first track.
Disruption point.
Oh boy. Actually disruptive. Imagine.
Shield active. Shield
Boost, you moron.
Shield active. Missile.
Boosto.
Missile. Shield active.
This thing handles like orgasmically. It's kind of insane. Just wish it had slightly better durability. Why does it have to be made of paper mache? Good thing healing's a thing. Like, damn, why have I not thought to unlock this before? This thing is kind of a cheat code.
Shield active.
Check this gap out. 4.9. It's actually not. 97.1. I really like this car.
Ready. Go.
I am now woke to this vehicle. Wish I could fucking trust. Arcade Techs Unite.
Shield active.
Why is it not working?
Shield active. Rockets.
Damn. I haven't messed around with potentiometers too much. I know where they are, I know what they look like and sort of how they work, but I'd actually replace one myself. We've been having fuses blow at the children's casino. I like that I can call it that so that we can just be like clear. The arcade is where the games are, the children's casino is where the you know, scams happen. You guys also have Iceman. That game, it's a baby game, dude. Like, the baby game. It uses water, which is also like gross. It just gets gross. It gets so grimy so quickly, and you can never clean it like enough. Like, you can they we add peroxide to the water. I don't know what chemical you guys use, if anything. But like it doesn't matter. It just gets fucking grimy. Just a bad idea.
Shield.
And like there's cool arcade water games. That's not like Iceman's not one of them.
Disruption bomb.
Like I don't mind like the really big one like that they have at Dave and Buster's where like you're shooting like a long range one. You're trying to like win the horse race by like hitting the target the longest. There's those are still dumb waste of space, but at least that's like actually using the water. Iceman is just like the water is just for show. Like it doesn't actually like do anything besides just like become a cesspool, like a literal cesspool.
Missile. Rockets.
The smell. Damn. Thankfully ours doesn't smell. Keep it clean enough. You can like it doesn't take a very long examination though to like see mold. There's just like spots where you just can't even like you gotta like disassemble the machine and clean it. Like it just gets in there. Like all that red mold. Oh, it's just like
Disruption bomb.
you want a moldy video game? Like no, I don't.
Missile.
Ah, fuck. I don't even know why I'm mad because I could come in second and still win this easily. The tournament.
Autopilot engaged.
Scam City.
Disengaging. Contender eliminated.
Makes so much money, dude.
Disruption bomb. Shield active.
Can we have one pinball machine? No. Why? Data. Now I can do the rest of the... The smell. There's a way to around it. It's called get rid of the fucking game. Throw it in the garbage, my dude. Take it, and then you throw it away.
Rockets. Missile. Mines.
Like, I've seen some disgusting shit, you know, like... People spilling their drinks and, like, getting inside the machine. Like, you never fucking clean it all out. Like, you know, you do the best you can. But that Iceman game, man, that just takes the cake. That is easily the grossest thing I've ever worked on.
Mines.
It'd be like, you know, if it was a good game, it's just not even, it's not a good game. You just, like, shake the fucking gun around, like, wildly. You just, like, shake it around the screen. Like, there's no, like, accuracy, it does not matter. I don't know if yours does this, but the attract mode shows the game at, like, 5 frames per second for some reason. Like, when you're playing the game, it's, like, a normal frame rate. I'm gonna die. But the attract mode shows it at, like, 5 frames a second. I don't know why. It just looks bad.
Autopilot engaged. Missile. Rocket. Disengaging.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. I don't want to deal with plumbing. I'm not a plumber. Like, for fuck's sake.
Autopilot engaged. Rocket. Disengaging.
Do I look like the Mario Brothers to you? Do I look like Luigi? Gotta go in there and fix your pipes?
Autopilot engaged. Disengaging.
But the children's arcade, we've had a couple fuses blow. I swear it was a fuse, because I hope it wasn't my, like, meddling, because I barely did anything. That's, like, the worst feeling when, like, I made a very small, like, something was, like, basically, like, hanging off, and I just, like, put some screws back that were missing. And then, like, the whole bottom of the machine stopped working, basically. Like, the card reader and the front LEDs. It's like, you can't scan it. But we just had another machine do the same exact thing, so I'm like, praying it's just a fuse. It wasn't my meddling, because I barely did anything.
Red.
Next time it breaks, light it on fire, dude.
Autopilot engaged.
We turned ours down, thank God. The attract mode, like I was saying, is really bad. And then when it like, what is it like? Not Wonder Swan.
Shield active.
When the stupid logo comes up, it makes like that ding dong, and it's like super loud and annoying. Like ours is just like off. We just like turned ours all the way down. Just got sick of hearing it. Thank God. Like I hope someone complained.
Plasma.
Most attract mode noises are just fucking unnecessary. Like, people aren't attracted to a game because it makes a noise. You're attracted to a game because you look at it. You see it first. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Yeah, that was a bad idea.
Disruption point.
Super Wing, yeah. Ding dong! Do 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 do. Do 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 do. It's sad that I fucking know like the jingle, the Iceman.
Active.
I don't want to know it. Digga 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 cruising. That's another one we turned down because that one's fucking obnoxious too. Come on, cruising, cruising. Like no one wants to hear that shit all day.
Rockets.
Like anyone with like a ounce of sanity left in them and humility doesn't want to hear that shit all day. We had a game called Monster Drop that would like
Gold.
every minute the attract goes off and it's like a monster like growling at you, and it would be at like 1,000,000 decibels, like right next to the desk. So it'd be like, I would like to buy like it was so fucking unnecessarily loud. Like thankfully since I started working there, we've like slowly turned shit down. Like some shit is just like dumb. Like there's this one game in the front that has an attract sound that I turned off because the only time you can hear it is when it's just employees there, because it's the only machine left on when you turn the arcade off, because it's like off, it's in like in the middle, like away from the arcade. So like you when the building's running and the music's playing and people are there, you don't hear the attract mode, and then when no one's there, only the employees hear it. So I'm like, just turn it the fuck off. No one wants to hear this like shitty like classical garbage little like attract tune. Like, it's just distracting. It's annoying. But I guess, you know, I'm dumb, right? I'm dumb for thinking of people's mental health, I guess.
Shield active.
That's like not important, right? Legit, I'm not just doing it for me, like, I hate this game, I'm gonna turn the attract. Like, I'm doing it because it just makes no fucking sense to have it on.
Disengage.
And I shouldn't have to explain to somebody why I'm right. I'm just fucking right. You don't know what it's like, you know? Like, the dude that's like, every machine needs to be loud is not the guy that has to stand next to it for fucking 12 hours, you know what I mean? Like, no, it doesn't, actually. It's gonna make just as much money, whether it makes this little dumb jingle or not. You moron. Like, you just don't understand. You're just so out of touch. You have no idea what people like. You just know what makes money, which is great. Congrats.
Shield active. Mines. Shield active. Mines.
I'm gonna lose. A monkey food by the leaf.
Mines.
For fuck's sake. Gonna die. Gonna lose. Gonna lose and die. If you die, like, you just automatically come in last. Makes sense. I mean, did not finish. I wonder if I kill someone else, if they come in 8th, and then I would come in 7th. Yeah, we haven't really you don't hear contender eliminated very often until like later.
Gold medal awarded.
Get more people who leave because of the sound and lights than it draws. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know like what is obnoxious.
Shield active. Disruption bomb.
We got the owner bought a foosball table at the arcade, and it has like this really bright LED, and like we both agree it's like, yeah, that needs to be like turned down or whatever.
Disengaging. Mines.
It's just nice like seeing eye to eye with somebody who's in a leadership position for once, like, and actually listens to you and shit. Like, that is like, you just don't get that with big corporations. You just get like a bunch of bullshit, bureaucracy shoved down your throat.
Mines. Autopilot engaged. Disengaging.
It's like I like making money and not being responsible for a lot of, you know, big responsible shit. Like, I don't want to be corporate and make those decisions. But like, they just don't listen to anybody. So it's like, damn. When it comes to like this That kind of stuff. Don't get rid of this.
Missile.
Bring this back.
Critical.
No, no, no. Don't add that. No.
Missile.
Like that, they'll never listen. So I just stopped trying. Like some of it's hubris, but a large part of it is just not being in touch.
Gold medal awarded.
It's the same way where I work. Upper management just sits in, like, they can see the it's really like obnoxious because they can see, they oversee like everything. It's like their office has like a window to the arcade and like a window to the go-kart track and stuff, so they can see everything. It's so obnoxious. It's like there you are up in your ivory tower, safe and sound, calling down the shots, but you don't know what it's like to be in the trenches, and like you don't listen to people in there, so it's like it's really hard to respect you. It makes it really, really hard because you that's just how you feel. Like you feel like you're like in like a fishbowl or something.
Mines. Shield.
It's just weird. I don't like that. That's why I want to be maintenance, where I can like walk away and walk around. I don't like being spied on. Yeah, I guess that's sort of like a separate thing, but it's still like it's similar to what you're describing. The people that make the big decisions are just not. They just you know, they sit in their ivory tower. Just don't do the same shit, dude. They just don't make the right decisions. Because it's like they don't need to make decisions based on like, oh my god, like their passions and what's right, or you know, what everyone. It's like they just make decisions because, you know, numbers. Everyone's just like a robot, dude.
Ready. Go.
I already did all these. What the hell am I doing? I still get gold medals. I think those count as gold medals earned. Gained, sorry. Yeah, good plan. That's essentially the same deal I have. Dude has a ton of shit, ton of games, you know. He even told me like you know, the plan wasn't to open a barcade. It's just once you get to a certain point, it's like, okay, they need to go somewhere and be used and make money off of them, you know. I'm like, I'm more than happy to help you maintain the ones. It makes sense. It's like you collect them, and then you have a bunch of like duplicates of like the common, you know, household games. So like you have those on deck, and you just keep all the like there's rows of games that we have at the arcade that are like never going away. Like always have like Moon Patrol, Joust, Robotron, Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Galaga, Galaxian. Like those are never going anywhere. Like you're always gonna have Tetris, Marble Madness, Centipede. Like our Nintendo corner is like lock solid. Like always gonna have that. I hope he never gets rid of the Super System. I love the Super System. Then like versus Super Mario, Castlevania, Donkey Kong 3. You know, games that you can play. Yeah. Best of luck to you. You're going down like that's like exactly how I got that position. I started at the children's arcade. And then I graduated.
Disruption vault.
Did I say children's arcade? I meant children's casino. Because arcade means there might actually be games. I made a new 60-second arcade review. Want to see it? Actually, it might be kind of a pain in the ass to get up right now. Not really, but... Guess what? I don't like the game. Eventually I'll review the games I actually like, but... In the children's casino, those are few and far between. Yeah. Guess what? I hate it. A lot of... It's also a lot of classics with retro consoles. Wait, like he has like old consoles set up too. Like I've thought about that as a business model. Don't just forego the arcade and just have just consoles with like EverDrive set up. Like people would pay for that. Just gotta find a way to like make sure your EverDrives don't get fucking stolen. Lock away the fucking consoles. Or not even. I mean, you could just put in like whatever cheap game and people find enjoyment out of it probably. Yeah. Well, good to hear that that business model does exist, because I've thought about that for a while. That aesthetic. Basically just duplicating what I have in my living room, which is like you have a CRT, and then on top of that, like, because CRTs are fucking pieces of furniture, and they're so massive. And on top of that, you have a flat screen, and that's what you restream to, and then you play your game. So it's a dual screen setup. You could mount the TV. That's probably what you would do, not like balance it on top of the CRT. I mean, some CRTs are like flat on top. Or more of the ones I'm talking about. Just I miss when TVs were furniture. Can't put shit on top of a flat screen TV. Like on this CRT right here, I have 4 plushies, figurine, a sword, an airsoft gun, a sensor, a webcam, and an alarm clock. On my flat screen, I have nothing. And on my other flat screen, I have rocks because there's like a small ledge on it. I have these rocks. But that's like an older flat screen that's like actually big. It's LCD, so LCDs are still somewhat thick, not like projection screen thick, but certainly thicker than an LED. This monitor's LED, which is fine. I mean, LED is just, you know, the future. I just like LCD because it's older. Sometimes LCD just looks nicer. Like LED is always brighter, but LCD can have like deeper colors. LED can look kind of washed out sometimes.
Autopilot engaged. Shield active. Disengaging. Missile.
Problem with LCDs is they burn out.
Critical.
No matter what, no matter how good you take care of them, eventually they just aren't as, they just lose their brightness. You get like these dark spots.
Rockets. Shield active.
I have some LCDs that have held up quite well and don't have any dark spots or like very minimal.
Shield
But
active. Plasma.
the way people are nowadays, you have any flaw with the monitor, they're not running at 200,000 hertz per minute. That costs them like $10 million, and it's like no good, unplayable, unlookable. Meanwhile, I'm over here playing at like 55 hertz or whatever this game runs at. Probably 60. It's like, wow, look how smooth this is.
Shield active. Rockets.
60 FPS is smooth, I don't care what anyone says. Nah, dude, once you see 120 FPS, you're never gonna be able to play anything ever again at a lower refresh rate. It'll just become impossible. TV the size of a car.
Ready.
Damn.
Go.
I did have a projection screen, and that thing was fucking huge. I remember rolling it out of my dad's apartment by myself, like, to the curb. So someone has it. It worked. I just, like, I kind of wanted it. Because I'd played a lot of games on it, and it didn't lag. Of course, what would happen? My father would buy a Bravia, which is the laggiest fucking thing in the world. This giant Bravia that has, like, a million seconds of input delay. He wondered why I never want to come over. Not like he liked video games anyway, so it's like I'm not surprised or like, you know, disappointed. It's just, of course. Of course, my dad would have the anti-video game thing. not to be like, not, like, I feel like I always had to clarify this. Like, my parents weren't strict. Like, I had games. Like, they bought me games. My mom probably bought me more games. Was probably more supportive of it. But, like, my parents, they didn't, like, you know, they just didn't understand. I was supposed to be going to the movies and, like, you know, dating girls, and I still did, like, normal fucking teenage boy stuff. Like, started fires in the woods, as any one of us would. It's just like, why'd you have to be so, like, why'd you have to blame everything on video games and be so fucking anti-video game? That's just the part that would always bother me. Just red herring video games. So annoying.
Ready. Go.
I still never forget. I complain about this to this day. I wanted The Sims for the PC for Christmas. That's it. Just, you know, it was a newish game at the time, so you could easily go find it at Circuit City or Best Buy or EB Games or Funko Land or fucking Walmart, for God's sake. Like, you find it probably anywhere. It was one of the best selling PC games of all time. But no. No. I didn't get The Sims. I got a Junior Golf Club set instead.
Energy critical.
Do I like seem like the type of person that's like into golf? Like into golfing?
Critical.
But I like sports.
Mines.
Watching sports. Golfing? Golfing fucking sucks. I don't know if you're aware.
Mines.
Especially when you're a kid. By yourself. With no golf cart. I died. Okay, cool. What a blast.
Contender eliminated.
In the middle of the summer. Fuck, I fucking... God damn it. Oh, that still gets me Ascension? Lol. Whatever, I'll just do it. Friggin' Zone, man. This thing just blows up so easily. But yeah, how much more expensive do you think that Junior Golf Club set? Like, let's just... Because I make this argument, how much more expensive was that? Alright, I got one right now. Callaway Junior set, $250. That's like the middle range. $389, $179. 100? Okay, like $100 for like fucking 2 clubs. Like, this was like more than 2 clubs. This was like a full set. We'll just say it was probably more in like the... See, it was, yeah, some of these are like only like 4 clubs. Like, I had more than that. I had, you know... Shit. Like, we'll just say it was $300 in 2001 or whatever. So really, that with inflation, that's like $1,000 or whatever. Or whatever. Like, they spent $1,000 on a pair of fucking golf clubs for a kid that is not appreciative of golf, doesn't fucking care, doesn't want to play golf. Instead of buying me a $50 fucking video game. That's a fail. Now, I've had plenty of pretty much every other Christmas was a hit. That was just that one. That one stings. I'll never forget that. And of course, got my own copy of The Sims later on. Like, okay, you're not gonna fucking buy me this. Well, I will go find a copy then, you assholes. You good for nothing parents. I'll find a copy of The Sims Deluxe even better than just the regular Sims. Sims Deluxe, compatible with all the expansion packs. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Missile.
Projection screens suck, they turn to green. Yeah. Projection screens are, certainly not the way. I don't remember the picture degrading, but just the screen being cut off. Like, because you'd have to go in there and make adjustments and shit. So, you know, like... And, like, no one ever did that. So, like, you just have your screen getting cut off all the time. That's what I remember. But my favorite memory of that projection screen TV was when we were moving out of that house, because again my parents are assholes. We had the TV like right up against the couch, like a big ass projection screen TV, you know, like basically the size of a small love seat, right in front of the couch, and then 360 hooked up to it, and we played Rainbow Six Vegas Terrorist Hunt vertical split screen. So like you had like your own big vertical screen right in front of you, and then the person next to you had their own big ass vertical screen. We played co-op Terrorist Hunt. That's still fun. You have to be mad careful. Because like one terrorist can just fucking destroy you, but I enjoyed that. That was the best, because I mean we only got to do that for like one night or whatever. It was like the one night before my dad like took the TV to his new apartment. We just had that fucking thing like right in front of the couch.
Disruption point.
Simple times. That projection screen had component. That was like the first TV I had that had component, I think. I think all my other televisions only had like S-Video, and I didn't even know what that was at the time. So like hooking the 360 up to that TV and playing in 1080p was like, wow. HD gaming. Little did I know, that's it. Doesn't get any better than that. You get HDMI, which is just component with audio already built into it. That's being a little disingenuous. But, I mean, I just knew, like, alright, HDMI, that's it, done. Like, there's no more, that's it, it's over. I've made this take, and I'll make it again, it's just, that's it. Don't give me this DisplayPort nonsense, that's a step backwards. Like, HDMI is it, and that's it. And I just knew it. I was like, this is it. Like, we're not gonna make something that's more technologically advanced than this. It's never gonna look better than this. That sucks. Oh well. Guess I'm gonna go back now. Discover the wonders of component and composite and S-Video. The wonder of it all. Right? What's next? Like, okay, it went from, you know, RF, that's garbage, right? To, okay, we got composite, that looks pretty good. S video, okay, now we have a separate video signal that's like pushing all the pixels, like it's not just a composite image. Then we got component, great. 3 different colors, the physical colors. 3 chords for audio, or video. Then, alright, HDMI, and that's it. We're done. Peak humanity. That's it. Not in my lifetime. Will there be another? Will there be a greater input? That's what I'm using right now, HDMI. HDMI to HDMI splitter to HDMI capture card to HDMI out to HDMI monitor. That's it. Like, there's just what's next? How do you improve on this? You can't. It's over. I'm using archaic stuff with it at this point. Like, I'm not even using HDMI for its high definition. Like, I don't even care about the high definition anymore, you know? Like, I'm just using it for its, like, digital means. So I can get 60 FPS through an HDMI signal where I can't from a component signal, at least on this capture card. Maybe there's a magic capture card that does work, but I feel like, I don't know, it's complicated shit when you get to like 480i and 480p signals from GameCube and stuff. GameCube's a bastard about it. It's like, oh, I'm pushing out 480p. Oh, but you can't capture that unless you convert it. Or you can capture it, but not in 60 FPS unless you convert it. Like, figuring that out was a pain in the ass. Next cable is broadcast directly to my retinas. That was kind of like the next thing I thought about, was like wireless video. But I mean, we sort of got that already. Like, smart TVs are basically that already. But that's like wireless, like that. Then you think about it, and you're like, wireless video is just stupid because it's just like internet video. It's not really like. It's like, it just doesn't. It's just pointless. Like, I don't want my signal to, especially if I'm playing a game. I don't want my signal to be wireless. I want everything to be fucking hardwired. Link me to the grid. None of this wireless bullshit. Got a blast. Yeah, maybe I'll be wrong, but I won't care because I don't need anything past HDMI. Like, how are you gonna sell me on the next great input? Like, oh, well, I mean, you weren't sold with DisplayPort, but now there's Omega port, dude. And you need to get a fucking Omega monitor so you can look at your Omega signal, dude, because it just, it literally, like, like, what? Like, what can you, that's it. Like, I don't need any more pixels. Like, dude, 4K, 55 million K, dude. Like, I don't need any more pixels. Like, I can only look at so many pixels. Before it's just like, okay, why don't we just, you know, make it a movie? At some point I like the pixels. It makes me, this feels like a video game still. If I'm just watching, like, The Last of Us, like, fuck that. I don't want to watch a video game movie. I want to play a video game and, like, feel like I'm playing a video game. But I don't know. That's me personally. I'm not into all those like Uncharted, the new God of War, Last of Us games where it's just like no UI, all just like fucking cutscenes and shit. Just shitty games.
Ready.
Bro, are you talking shit about God of War Ragnarok? I ought to come through that monitor and give you a piece of my mind. I am the proud owner of PlayStation 5. Which was the best investment of my life.
Bomb.
And I'll have you know, there are no... PS4 has no games. You really want me to concede that PS5 has games? Sorry. That's a... Let me know when there's a PS4 game that I'll maybe pay attention. Like, PS4 has no games, bro. What are you going to the next gen for? You haven't even made a game yet. Still waiting for Dark Cloud 3. No Dark Cloud 3? Ever? Okay, well, I guess I'll just never care. Not a hard game to revive. It's an action RPG. Everyone fucking loves action RPGs, right? We don't even play turn-based RPGs anymore. We've graduated to action RPG only. Like, why? Do we not want to, like... Can't take away people from Kingdom Hearts 3, which is such a resounding, successful, well-received game. God. Can't detract from Kingdom Hearts 3. It's just such a cash cow. Disney, dude, don't want to disappoint them. With Dark Cloud 3. You're gonna sleep on these hot takes? You're not gonna be able to. Good luck. These scorching hot takes coming through.
Shield active.
Like, give me one PS4 game. One. There's zero.
Plasma.
PS5 sits in my office as a glorified desk cord. I've seen one like in front of me. This dude turned it in because they said it was too big. That's it. Not like he was not disappointed with the game selection or the performance or the online capability. It was too big. I should have just bought it right there. Just like, you know what, I'll buy it. But like, again, just for what? Forgetting about SCART and VGA. Bobby.
Ready.
I would never forget about SCART.
Go.
I have a SCART cable. I just have like no use for it. Actually, this thingy has SCART on it. SCART is just... I don't give a SCART. And RGB, if you want to like, that's like its own thing too.
Missile.
I don't like VGA. I'm still like, I haven't even messed with this adapter to figure out if I can get Dreamcast VGA to convert and look good on my stream with it.
Disengaging.
And I definitely don't know shit about SCART and RGB.
Shield active.
RGB is like some sort of like magical signal that like only Sony PVMs have. Like, I don't know like what, like how or where or like when you use RGB. That name is confusing too, because I'm like, red, green, blue? You mean component? No. Different thing, I think. the quality's like not. I don't even know if the quality's like any better. Only God knows. It's pretty much VGA. So we'll see when we get back to Dreamcast how this adapter does. It's like the best adapter money can buy. So I have high hopes.
Ready.
It's essentially all I bought it for, but I also bought it as like an upgrade to some of the other HDMI scalers I have because they're just like ghetto. They work, but they're just cheaply made, you know. This one just seems like it's quality. We'll see though. Still haven't messed around with it. I had avoided needing like an expensive scaler for a while, but the Dreamcast just... The only way I'm getting 60 frames out of that thing is through VGA, and capturing that's a pain in the ass. So that's not actually true. I could convert the signal, like I could convert like a composite signal to HDMI. I find when I do that it's really blurry. It just looks terrible, you know. It's like if I'm gonna go out of my way to get 60 FPS, I might as well get the best quality out of it, you know. I don't want to just get it because I can do that. I can, you know, capture Mr. Mosquito in 60 FPS using that scaler, but it just looks so stretched out and blurry, you know, like it just doesn't look good. Even if it's 60 frames, it's like it should still look good. Like when the game can look just as good in 30 frames, but just have like a better capture quality. I don't know. I don't want to compensate at all. I just want the best possible thing, but even then, you can be using better chords, or you could be fucking, you know, overclocking your GPU. You know, there's always some fucking thing that some nerd knows about that you can tweak to make it better. You know, I'm only ever doing is the best I can.
Ready. Go.
Oh, dude, your cable's green looks a little, you know, it's off by 1 point of tint. You know, you need this like $6,000 cable to get like the perfect green, dude. You know what I mean? Like, at some point, it's just you gotta just be like happy with what you have, right? No, you just gotta just chase that perfect signal forever. It's all about like the chase. I don't even once I'm capturing the game, it's like the challenge is over. Not to say this was not this was certainly a journey to get to where we are here. This PSP capture. Like we've come from, what is it? Remote Joy Lite. That like that doesn't work. We tried PSP Adrenaline, because like the connection on that is a pain in the ass. I have to use a Vita and like audio is scuffed. Now we're finally to PSTV, and so far seems to be like this is the best solution.
Disengaging.
Not a fan of upscalers. Retro Tank. Uh-oh. Is that what I... That's not what I got. Now I'm just going to show you, because I don't want you to disown me, Master. I got one of these. Kaiko. Because I'd gotten a Dreamcast one, but the Dreamcast one doesn't do all the conversions it needs to. It's strictly for just like hooking it up to an HDMI monitor. Like it's not designed for capture. Like I couldn't get any signal from it. That's OS. Okay. Open source scan converter. Yeah, that's what I went with. What would you suggest? Because I mean, I bought this specifically for Dreamcast, so as long as it works for that, I really don't care about like its like full compatibility with everything. I just needed the VGA. It's like the main thing I needed. And other converters were like twice the price. Like there's like a USB one. Of course I don't want that. I want something that I can use my existing capture card. Well, of course. All of my mods don't hold a candle to hardware mods, dude. All my mods are soft mods, or, you know. I'm not doing the most efficient shit ever.
Ready. Go.
You know I'm like a novice when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Mines.
Someday I'll be a soldering soldier. Right now I'm just like, I only solder when like I absolutely have to. But I suppose I should like practice too. I just don't want to like make a fucking mess. Or, like ruin something. I feel like that's like what everyone fears when they solder at first is like, oh, I'm gonna fuck it up. But the only way to get more confidence with it is to do it.
Missile.
Yeah, I bet.
Disruption bolt.
I've found a couple original Xboxes with mod chips in them. I don't think they worked though. I don't know what I did with them. I don't know if this one I have just has soft mod or it actually has a mod chip. But it doesn't have Rocky. It's like I have a modded Xbox that doesn't have Rocky. It has like some other shit. I forget what it's called. Software is called. But it works exactly the same way. Yeah, no, it's not Aladdin. Good luck figuring out which Xbox it is. I might have wrote on like the bottom of it, or maybe put like a sticker on it, like pre-modded or already modded or something. Maybe it is Aladdin, I don't know. It has like a, I want to say it's like Explorer. Then yeah, that might be it, like something like that. Certainly older. It's like not the Rocky mod, so it's certainly older.
Ready.
Or even, you know, there's just a lot of solderless options, you know, and whenever there's an option to not solder, I tend to gravitate towards that.
Bomb.
Like the GD ROM, it's like whatever, $100, and you just pop out your GD ROM drive and like a broken Dreamcast, and then put the SD loader in there. Although apparently that fucks with the airflow. So I've seen people put like piece of cardboard. I'm not really keen on putting a piece of cardboard in my fucking Dreamcast. You know, I feel like just leave it the way it is. The Dreamcast doesn't really like. The Dreamcast overheat? Like, is that ever something you ever hear about happening? I heard about like basically every other console overheating,
Missile.
especially Xbox 360. Like Dreamcast? The mod I saw was legitimately like, obviously like take the drive out, pop the new one in, and then he just used a piece of cardboard to redirect the fan, the exhaust fan, so it's not just like blowing the hot air like around inside. So I'm like, probably doesn't matter that much. And then you have a piece of cardboard. I'm not keen on. I'd like if it'd be cool if the whoever like sold the GD-ROM board also gave you like
Shield active.
a piece of plastic or something that fits in there with it to redirect the flow. It's just like I don't want to put paper inside of my electronics, you know? It just doesn't seem like the right thing to do. I'd rather just let the air like not circulate well than put a fucking piece of cardboard in there. Okay, like how many hours at a time are you using your Dreamcast? Like really, you're leaving it on like 24/7? Like that important to make sure the airflow is perfect? Now, consoles overheating is just not really. It's not something I've run into that often. I've had laptops that like laptops overheat all the fucking time. I've had laptops that have overheated a lot. I'd say laptops are the thing that overheat the most for me, in my experience.
Ready.
Consoles, just like not usually an issue.
Plasma.
It's like they're already designed, so like nothing's running the system too hot. You know, it's like generally that's designed for the system. It's not like, oh, I'm running Half-Life 2 on my laptop that can barely support it, so it's pushing super hard, and it's like, you know,
Plasma.
going to overheat now. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Underthinking it. PS1 die from overheating? The PS1? What the fuck? Like a certainly consoles get warm. It's like you turn your N64 on for a while. I mean, even this like PS TV right now, like actually the PS TV is ice cold. Might be the most thermal efficient device ever made. Wow, that disruption volt did not disrupt this man. Here we go. Disruption volt. Shortcut unlocked. Yeah, computers get warm.
Shield active. Rockets. Quake. Shield active.
Generally consoles, like consoles don't really overheat. They shouldn't overheat. Unless it's an Xbox 360. Like I'm sure the refurbished Xbox 360 that I've talked about that I got that has like had a lobotomy, that probably would have overheated or was overheating
Shield active.
or did overheat and then had to have its board replaced or whatever. Yeah, I'm just like not at the point yet where I need a Dreamcast GD-ROM emulator. Or whatever you want to call it, GD-ROM replacement drive, SD loading.
Go.
Like, all my Dreamcasts still have working drives. Of course, anyone selling one of those, or like, you know, that uses what, like a lot of those videos will say like, oh, and you know, your Dreamcast optical drive is about to die, like, or not. It's like, you know, Sega made GD-ROM drives that still work. Like, I have the House of the Dead 3 arcade cabinet from the early 2000s. Guess what it has? A fucking optical GD-ROM drive. And guess what? It works.
Shield active.
It's like not that crazy to like still have a working disk drive. Like, people think it's just like, oh, it's dead. It's gonna die. It's over. Just get rid of it. It's dead. It's like, no. I call bullshit on that. So I'm using my drives. I got one that's definitely going, but it still works. I don't even know if it's the drive or if it's just the Dreamcast. Like, sometimes it takes a couple like tries to get it to like recognize the game. Probably the drive.
Shield active.
But like, that's one. I have like 4 Dreamcasts. The rest of them are like perfect. Never had any loading issues attributed to the actual optical drive. Now, Xbox fucking optical drives are awful. Those, I'd be much more worried about your Xbox drive dying, honestly, than your Dreamcast. Like, you should mod your Xbox sooner rather than later, because once you
Quake.
can't load Splinter Cell, you're fucked. Without doing, obviously, you know, hard mods. What else? You can do it with Splinter Cell, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4, and Agent Under Fire. Easiest one, in my opinion, is Splinter Cell. It's worth owning a copy of Splinter Cell just so you can install a Rocky mod. One thing I still haven't figured out is how to get back to the original dashboard. I swear it's still on there, and there's a way to get to it. I just don't know how.
Disruption fault.
And how to load DVDs. Because that's not something I thought about when I was modding so many Xboxes, was, what if I want to watch DVDs on this? If you know a way to watch DVDs on Rocky 5, let me know in the comments section below. Because that was like, oh, whoops. I want to watch a DVD on this, but now I can't. You'd think it would just work, but it just doesn't. Like, the Xbox like DVD playback is fucking weird. It's very picky. Wow. I would love to upgrade a hard drive or two someday. It's on the bucket list. Upgrade an Xbox hard drive. I'm just like, I'm just so intimidated by it. It just seems like so like daunting. So much FTPing. Just uncharted territory for me. Like, I can mod a stock drive, no problem. Hooking up a terabyte drive. So what? You just copy the hard drive to the terabyte drive, like format it in FAT32 and then just copy it, or like, because you have to get the BIOS on there, right? Like, it's just like this isn't like clearly ever been clearly explained to me.
Shield active.
I think I've asked Phantom about it once, and he's like, "Yeah, you do that," and just like, "Okay, well, easier said than done."
Rockets.
But yeah, it's definitely necessary because without modding or without upgrading the drive, you can only fit like one game, which is better than 0 if you have a dead drive or a dead disk drive. I'd rather have a dead disk drive in one game than fucking just nothing. That guide. Wonder if I've seen this one before. StockX drive is extremely small. Yes, it is. Only see 2 terabytes. I don't need more. Like a terabyte's more than enough. Even 250 gigabytes is fine. Method 1: using a PC. You'll need a PC with. Oh god. Password is wdwww. Oh my fucking god. Using the Xbox. Chimp. Yikes. Yeah, no problem. Let me just get right on that. It's beyond my comprehension right now, unfortunately.
Gold medal awarded.
I would like to understand it and pull it off. I got plenty of extra equipment to test and experiment with. It's just damn. Gotta actually do it, you know. Oh boy. I need like a reason to do it too, you know, like I have a lot of Xbox games. I don't need them all to be on a hard drive. So like, wouldn't that be nice? Just like, wow, the whole library right there. Of course, that'd be nice. If you have a computer with IDE, which I do. I do. Tekken Break. Tekken Dark Erection. Burn ISO DVD. DVDs are cheap. I have so many extra DVDs. Good quality DVDs aren't cheap, I guess. Like if you want all Sony, I don't know. I find DVDs all the time. Like if you check a thrift store or a secondhand shop, chances are there's a stack of DVDs there, like just a blank DVDs. I find them all the time. I have like over 200 like blank DVDs. Like I can't even like make them fast enough. It's not the cost. The cost isn't the problem. The problem is like just the effort. Deadass. I don't care about burning DVDs. I mean, if we're talking about Xbox, I don't. How do you play backups on Xbox? I don't know how you do that. Can you do that? I haven't figured that out. I've only been able to FTP games. I don't know how you play backups. I was hoping that once you got the once you install Rocky 5, you could just play backups, but apparently that's not how it works. Or maybe I'm just not building the disc correctly or something, because like I don't know. You tell me. That's not how that works. Not everything can be as godlike as Free McBoot. Free McBoot, man. Dude, if I could just put an Xbox memory card in and then that just did everything, like, why can't that just be a thing? How come you can do it on PS2 but not Xbox? Well, because Xbox is an entirely different fucking system. It's a much more annoying system. Of the three, it's easily the most annoying to replay games on. GameCube, just get a Wii. Done. Easy. PS2, Free McBoot. Done. Easy. Xbox, ooh, you gotta be a fucking mid-2000s, like, hacking expert to figure this shit out. Good luck. That's how I feel about it. Saturn? Pseudo Saturn. Boom. Done. Every other console? EverDrive. Done. Xbox? Ooh, sorry. You're not a, like, fucking crazy Windows XP programming genius. Well, guess you'll never figure this out. Oh boy. Boys will be boys. Plays king. He kicks ass. Oh shit. Actually somewhat looking forward to Battlefield 2 All-Stars run. First of all, that won't take absolutely forever like the Kirby Marathon. It won't be like seemingly never ending. It's certainly a marathon run. It's long, but I feel like within 12 hours should be doable. That's like really generous. Not take that long. But like the Kirby Marathon, I'm just like, fuck me. I'm gonna pass out. I'm not gonna make it. Mostly because those later Kirby games are just so fucking long. They're so long, and they have collection requirements. So you're gonna you're gonna end up replaying levels. You're gonna miss shit. You're gonna like go in circles. It's gonna take fucking forever. Not to mention Amazing Mirror with its really fucking confusing map. Ugh. Just fuck. Parts of that I'm not looking forward to. I'm doubting whether I could actually do that in one stream. Like, I am almost certainly gonna have to break that up into... There's no way, right? Just too much. Oh. I would love to. I also need time. I need at least 3 days. That's just all it's gonna take. I'm gonna take 3 days off. I'm gonna fucking sit here and play Kirby as long as I possibly can. My guess is I'll make it to like I would like to get past Amazing. I'll either get to Amazing Mirror and just be like, God damn it, I'm lost and this is taking forever. I'm wasting so much time and energy just on this one fucking game. Or I'll make it past that. I'll get to like, I don't know, Triple Deluxe or something, and that game starts to have like collection requirements, and like that will just start to wear on me. Like Triple Deluxe has collection requirements. Planet Robobot has fucking collection requirements. I think I haven't even played Star Allies in like 5 years or something. Might not be a bad idea just to like refresh that game. that I believe also has collection requirements. Like every fucking game after Triple Deluxe has collection requirements, which is annoying. Like I just want to like that's what's cool about the older Kirby's. You just run through the game, no collection requirement. That's what it's gonna turn into. It's just me bitching about collection requirements and then ending the stream. Like I'm almost certain that's how it's gonna end, but I would be pleasantly surprised if I just fucking beast all the way through, but we'll see. It's a lot. No, I don't love Banjo-Kazooie. I think it's cool. I'm not a collectathon enjoyer, really. Like Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, DK64, like nope. I never played those games. I played like parts of them, or did like multiplayer, or watched people play them, but like I collectathon me. To be fair, Mr. Mosquito 100% is a collectathon. It's a fucking very silly specific collectathon. I don't know. But no. Oh my god. But yeah, I should probably go to bed. Still trying to figure out when to take those 3 days off and do the Kirby thing. I'll figure it out. It'll be sometime. It will be sometime, and it will be sometime. Yeah. I got work in the morning, and it is 2 in the morning. So, 3 hours at night. That's all you get. Unfortunately. Oh, alright, take it easy.